the Ladli Bahin scheme, which basically Maharashtra government brought, it is getting good response on the ground. Maharashtra government statistics shows that more than 2 crore women have been benefited. And when we spoke about this particular scheme with Mahavikas Aghadi leaders, they are of this opinion that if we come back to power, we will increase it.
Yes.
But do you think that this will play a very crucial?
I'll tell you what. I've just recently heard from a source deep within the BJP that they choose or they will plan to shut this down because of the strain, because of the strain on the treasury, by going to court or sending someone to court and getting an order onto it. We will increase it.
Because that allegation was leveled against Mahavikas Aghadi, especially.
No, I'm telling you.
That they will go to the court and they will get a stay.
Yeah, but people know who the liars are and who, who speak the truth. But I'll tell you one more thing. We will increase it, and there is enough money in the state if you cut down on the contractors and builders that are favored by Eknath Shinde.
Okay. Now, let's take example of Haryana elections, when everyone was basically thinking that Congress will emerge as a winning party, they will form the government, but ultimately it didn't happen. Similar kind of situation, basically everyone is thinking that it's in Maharashtra, though the Mahavikas Aghadi is getting that traction, but they may not able to form the government because of the frictions which are happening within the Aghadi right now. How are you going to tackle this?
Haryana is a different case, Maharashtra is a different case. Like that, one more election that happened parallelly was Jammu and Kashmir. India has won there. In terms of Haryana, it was a straight fight between the Congress and the BJP. Of course, I mean, you didn't have as many parties as Maharashtra. Haryana didn't face the kind of politics that Maharashtra has seen in the past 2 years. Yes, probably they had social issues, they had social distress, agrarian distress, all of it. And I think the people who vote will choose their government, and probably, they choose a side of what they want to face and not want to face. But for us, what is crucial is we've seen the worst kind of politics, the most incapable and corrupt chief minister, and a complete collapse of law and order. So Maharashtra will vote decisively for the Mahavikas Aghadi.
Aditya, I'll again come to the point of the CM post, because a lot of things were said in 2019 about the CM post. How important is the CM post for the Shiv Sena party? Because I remember Uddhav Thackeray ji had said a few weeks back, and he had requested the Mahavikas Aghadi leaders that you announce your CM candidate, I will support you. So,
which is true.
So Shiv Sena is not looking for the CM
We're
post?
not squabbling for it.
Okay, yeah. It means that you are looking for, but it's not the case.
Yes, I mean, every party looks for it. It's not a personal ambition, it's a party ambition, but we're not squabbling for it. I think what is very important is it's a very, very important post, because you can't have it in the hands of an incapable man like Eknath Shinde. You can't have it in the hands of a corrupt man like Eknath Shinde. You can't have it in the hands of someone who bends in front of Delhi and runs away to Gujarat every time that he wants to say something.
The people are also saying that Shiv Sena, after split in the entire party, you don't have those many leaders with you. And if we see right now, somewhere in this Mahavikas Aghadi alliance, the way Nana Patole is aggressively doing these negotiations, somewhere Shiv Sena is, he is trying to basically, or the Congress party is trying to suppress the Shiv Sena. So in such scenario, how hopeful you are?
I don't think anyone can try to suppress the Shiv Sena. If you see, the Congress has supported us all through the past 2.5 years, which were tough years. NCP, SP has been with us. But more than anything else, I think the people across political lines, across religions lines, across caste lines, across district divisions, people have supported Uddhav Thackeray because they've seen his work in the 2.5 years as chief minister. Across socio-economic spectrum, I think everyone wants him to be back, wants MVA to be back. And like I said, the leaders who got a lot of things and couldn't digest or hide ran away. They were cowards. But the people who stuck with us, people who stood by us, people who supported us, cushioned us, are still with us. Which is why if you see even the Lok Sabha election results, they're not bad at all for the Shiv Sena. If you see a seat like Kalyan, we've got 4.5 lakh votes for a lady who had just started off with hardly any political background and no financial power. So I always say that, probably in terms of Tan Man Dhan, maybe the Dhan is with them, Tan and Man is with us.
I'll come to one point, Aditya. In Lok Sabha, I saw the first rally which you had about the Lok Sabha, that was in Girgaon, and in that rally you...
6 Jan.
Yeah, in that rally you announced the candidature of Arvind Sawant then, and after that we saw that Milind Devra of Congress party, he got upset and a lot of things were said. Recently also in this constituency Bandrais where we are sitting, your party announced the candidature of your cousin Varun Sardesai, and after that immediately next day we saw Zishan Sindegi, who was a Congress MLA, who was a Congress leader, he joined the NCP. So what exactly is happening? Is Shiv Sena
No, I
not
think-
considering the
No,
alliance
I
partners?
think, see, look, whatever talks happen within the four walls, and then whatever seats are cleared, we go and announce, because finally for us, what is important is the candidates get on the ground and start canvassing. They have worked well for the past 10 years, especially in the case of Mr. Arvind Sawant. He's been a 2 times elected MP from South Mumbai, winning by margins of over 1.5 lakh and good margins. People across the board have supported him, and of course he had to be repeated. So he is a hat-trick MP. Varun, I think, has been declared by our party, and the seats that have been cleared, we go ahead and declare. The other day also we declared our first list. The seats that are cleared, we have to declare. There are parties who do back and forth. There are parties who sit in committees. There will be parties. Parties have different ways of working. For us, we're an on-ground party. We don't have a lot of bureaucracy in our party.
No, you don't consider the alliance
No,
partners
whatever,
while
see,
taking
I mean,
decisions?
have we declared on their seats? No. And I think it's all, everyone knows what it is. The alliance partner chiefs know what we're doing. We know what they're doing. It's not as chaotic as some people read it to be. Having said that, again, a lot of people who are hopefuls for the seats will always feel bad. It's our job, the party's job, everyone's job to sort of see how they can be brought into mainstream again.
Aaditya, let's talk about Worli, because this time you are having, you have been challenged by MNS, and on the other hand, Milind Deora recently tweeted and said that it's a time for Worli now. So it will be very a crucial battle where MNS will be contesting against you, and Shiv Sena, other Shiv Sena has given the candidate like Milind Deora, who has got very good and very clean image in that. So how are you?
Really?
What are your really plans?
I'll tell you what, frankly, there will be many candidates who will come into the fray. You will have some independent candidates who will probably have one more party contesting. Everyone wants to contest. Some people jump in for the publicity, some people jump in to be seen in bigger pictures. I think there's nothing wrong in that. This is a democracy. You should be able to fight from where you want to fight. It's for us to see how we go to the people and what we prove. I have worked in the constituency for the past 5 years. I've been there through the toughest times of COVID. I've been there through all the times in government and outside government, while also being on tours across Maharashtra. So I think people have seen my work, and if they feel I'm fit enough, they will vote for me.
But what is the thing which you want to do for Worli and which you couldn't do due to, say, 2019 pandemic we saw, or some many other reasons? So
See, a lot
of
of tactical urbanism was being brought into Worli. If you see, a lot of streets were being done up, a lot of minor interventions in terms of shortcuts for walking ways, pedestrian pathways, green gardens through which you can walk. I was bringing in a lot of urban planning, which we worked with experts into, not just Worli but across Mumbai, being the Guardian Minister of Mumbai suburbs. In Worli, a lot of our housing projects were stuck for a long time. Be it a BDD project, 25 years this project was stalled. With the help of my colleagues, be it Sunil Shinde ji, Sachin Ahir ji, Ashish Chemburkar ji, local Shiv Senics, across party board, I sat with everyone, Jitendra Awad ji, who was the housing minister, but under the leadership of Uddhav Thackeray ji, we started off with the project. Now the first tower is ready. The Maharashtra has screwed up on some lotteries right now politically. We'll set that correct. But again, like I said, the biggest redevelopment project in terms of the chawls, 10,000 families in Worli, 2,500 families in Namjoshi, 2,500 families in Vadara, BDD. This has started off. A lot of slum rehabilitation projects which were stuck for 17, 18, 20 years, be it Jizamata Nagar, Mariamma Nagar, Janta Colony, Shivaji Nagar, all of these today have started off and they're on their way to giving people their new homes. So all of these are big issues which we are now working towards sort of giving a certain finality. Two, I think also what is important is issues like the race course. I want to unify the race course again, which they have bifurcated. I want to remove the underground car park, which Eknath Shinde wants to do for his contractors. I want to remove the clubhouse from there and keep it as an open space. Along with that, traffic is a major issue for us. So while I focus on pedestrian pathways, traffic solutions can only be worked out by urban planning experts and traffic police together. The Worli-Shudi connector, which we started in 2021,
it is not even...
by the time our government was toppled, it was 48% complete. The finance minister gave an update 3 months ago. It's only 57% complete. So 9% in 2.5 years. This is how terribly slow and corrupt this Eknath Shinde government is.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.